Kale is called the queen of all greens, and it's actually a very popular vegetable right now. And you might wonder why. Um, Kale is the cousin of broccoli, and we all know that broccoli is one of the most healthy vegetables. But sometimes people don't want to eat broccoli because they say they don't like the taste, no? But kale is a leaf, okay, here, dark green, very thick, all right? And it's called queen of greens because it's very rich in all vitamins and minerals, no? So you've got, it's very, very rich with, it has 143 phytonutrients. What are phytonutrients? These are nutrients from plants. No? Kale is very high in vitamin A, all right? It has more vitamins A than carrots, no? Very good for the eyes, no? It has very, very high also in vitamin C, which is a very strong antioxidant. It's an antioxidant that keeps us young. Actually, it kills what we call the free radicals, which cause us to age quickly and cause us to get sick, no? Also very high in vitamin K, all right, which is very good for blood clotting. Very, very high in potassium, very good for the heart, lowers cholesterol, prevents heart attacks. Very high in calcium, and it's very high in fiber, very good for the digestion. So much, no? Very good, very high in calcium, very good for the bones, no? So basically, when you drink a juice, kale juice, you're basically drinking a lot of vitamins, no? I'd like to introduce the concept of what we call NUVAL, N-U-V-A-L. It's called Nutrient Values, and it was designed by or developed by Dr. Katz, who heads the American College of Lifestyle Medicine. NUVAL actually measures the amount of the nutrient density of a vegetable. So for example, what he did was he studied how much nutrients does kale have versus lettuce versus potato chips versus Oreo cookies, all of this. What he did was he studied this, and based on his study, kale has a nutrient value, a NUVAL score of 99, which is extremely, extremely high. I attended a course called Living Foods in Atlanta, and then my classmates there all had major problems. They had cancer, diabetes, Parkinson's disease, and all of that. And there were two vegetables that our teachers were using. It was actually a wellness institute, not just to teach, but actually to make people well. It was almost like a little hospital. And they were using wheatgrass and kale. And they were basically using phytonutrients to make people well. So based on that, we brought in kale here, and we've started planting kale. We use it, we teach how to use kale, and that's how it all started. So now and that's how our organic farm started. We're just planting kale for the use of nurture. We're planting kale to sell in Salcedo village. Well, our farmers have done a good job. Kale is very sensitive to heat. It doesn't like heat, so it's so important that it's planted in a place like Amadeo, which is where we have the farm. And they first put the seeds in the nursery, and then after which they grow it. No, so there. Oh yeah, it's very easy. It's super easy, as in beyond easy. Alright, so all you have to do is get maybe just a leaf or two. And depending on the taste, you just mix it with chopped pineapple, put it in the blender, put water, put ice, put a bit of honey. Depending on the pineapple, is it sweet enough? You put a bit of honey, or else you put a bit of stevia, and you've got your juice. It's really, really wonderful. It's a great business because not only do we supply our own resort with our vegetables, we're also selling in Manila. We sell it in Salcedo Market, which is actually a really good outlet. We're also able to deliver for people who would want their own kale. So we sell it in our retail store. It's a good business. And I think it's a meaningful business because it's a business which helps make people healthier, and that's so important to have a business with meaning. I would say so because kale now is becoming very popular, all right? So sometimes it becomes a challenge because also you have competition there. And our kale is, and we've found out that we have competition there, but our customers come back to us because one thing you can be sure with our kale, it's 100% organic. You can come and visit the farm. You can see that it's made with natural fertilizers and natural pesticides. So we're 100% sure this is so safe. If you're planning to get into the farming business or the kale business, you have to study it first, and you have to make sure that what you're doing is actually is compatible with the plant needs, no? So in our case, we invested in seminars on natural farming for our staff. We invested in the certification of our farm supervisor. So if you one of the things that we're getting into is manufacturing. So in terms of process, you have agriculture, then you have manufacturing. In terms of and then after that you have tourism. All right. So we attended a seminar wherein they said farmers need to go out of the box because the fact is farming is tough. Okay, we started with farming. It is so tough. You are so prone to weather conditions, you're prone to agricultural conditions. Also, mapeste ka, patay na, no? So we've realized, and we had someone as a speaker who said that farmers, you can be millionaires, but you have to go out of your comfort zone. You cannot just plant and wait for things to happen. You have to be active, which is basically what we did. So we started out with planting kale. Fine, but it's not as in terms of business. It's you don't get your ROI so much, no, because it's not value added. And then competition comes in. They're not organic. They sell half your price, and you have a problem. So what we've done is we've gotten into farm tourism, inviting people here. Then it's more value added. But between that, there's a manufacturing process, which is actually the kale juice. So in terms of our business, next steps, and I'm really excited about this, is right now we're selling kale juices in nurture, in cups. We're very excited to move towards the next step, which is manufacturing kale juices and selling the finished product in Manila. So it's now a combination of you go value added from farming to manufacturing to tourism, and that's a complete cycle, which I think would be much better for the business.